Great. I think people are now joining in. So it's still 10 minutes for the session to start. We can just have a casual chat. So Jaspreet ma'am, where are you from? Which school and which city?
Hello. Yes.
Uh,
Yes, sir.
yes, ma'am. So which school and which city are you from?
Uh, Good evening, sir. I am Jasveer Kaur Ratan from Vivek Vidyalay, Goregaon
Oh,
West,
very nice. Okay,
from
okay.
Mumbai.
Wonderful, ma'am. So you are probably one of the few schools from Mumbai. So we are also based in Mumbai.
Yeah.
We are based in Kanagoda. So great. Glad to have you here. So is this Miss Shalini? Is that the right name?
Yes.
Hello, ma'am.
Good
Good evening.
afternoon. Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Good
So,
evening.
which school and which city are you from, ma'am?
Yes. Bhavan's quiet.
Okay, and where is this school?
Quite, quite.
Kuwait, Kuwait. Okay. Oh, wonderful.
Yes.
Great. I'll just switch on my camera so you can see me. Hi. Great. So I'm Dhruv. I manage
Hi.
marketing for the company. Uh, Good to see you, ma'am. Great. So we'll wait for like 5-7 minutes until everyone joins. So
Yes.
you all just ensure that your colleague, whoever has been nominated with you all, has joined. So then we can start the session of that. Uh, so Shalini ma'am, you teach, what do you teach in the school? You teach computer programming.
Yes. Computer science and informatics.
Oh, and which grades do you teach?
Grade 11 and 12.
11 and 12. Okay. And you all also have lower grades in the school?
Yes, yes, yes.
No. Great. Hi, Mr. Jisha. Hi, welcome. Sanjana, welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Hi. So ma'am, where are you from and which school and which city?
The Indian International School. I'm teaching grade 9 and 10.
Oh, wonderful. And so Indian International School in Dubai, is it?
Silicon Oasis.
Okay, okay. Hi, Sanjana ma'am. Glad you joined. Okay. Can you hear me? Hi, Miss Sanjana. Oh, and she's left. Did I scare her? Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, nevertheless. No, no, she's still there. Okay. Hi, Sheila ma'am. Can you hear me? So we're just doing a quick round of introduction until everyone joins, so that we know each other before we do this session and enter the session. Hello, good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining in time. We'll wait for 5-7 minutes for everyone to join. We are expecting around 25 participants. So, is there anyone who had joined in the previous workshops once, twice, multiple times? So, this is our ninth workshop. So, anyone from the previous workshops? You can just type a yes in the chat box. No one? Everyone has joined for the first time. What? Great. So last month we did a session on what was the session, Nishan? It was on teaching, yeah, programming with games. So that was the session. Oh, Miss Shalini had joined last time. Okay, okay, wonderful. So last time we did a session on how to teach programming with games. That went a little too long last time. So today we try to keep it exactly to the time. But it was a nice session. So today I think it would be a much more enjoyable session for everyone. Is everyone comfortable with English? Anyways, I don't know any other languages, so I know Hindi, and that would be it. Okay. Anyone from India? I mean, Indian schools in India? You can just type a yes in the chat box. I think a lot of schools from the Middle East have joined. Any schools in India? I think one was Vivek Vidyalaya. Okay, Mr. Anshuman. Which school was it, Mr. Anshuman? Okay, Mr. Shara, which school is it, and which city is it? Lotus Valley. Oh, wonderful. Okay. Oh, from DPS Dubai. Okay. So I think it's beautiful. We've seen a lot of schools in the Middle East participating. So that's a very good sign. We are very happy to have all Indian schools in Middle East participating uh, very well.
Excuse me, sir. Hello. Hello.
Hello. Yes, ma'am.
Sir, will you be sharing the video recording of this session? So it'll be
Yes, yes.
easy for us to.
Yes, yes. So during the orientation or during this session, no, we will be letting you know things that we will share as well. ये आपको बता देंगे कि which are the things we will share. So recording and the slides and whatever is possible, all the resources will be shared after the session. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Through
Sorry,
mail or
I'm a little
WhatsApp?
bit-
So we'll share it by email and any other way possible. So email is the first way. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
So
sir. Thank
what
you.
was the question? I'm sorry, I missed it.
So Dhruv ma'am wanted to know that whether we'll be sharing the recording or not. So I said recording as well as any other resources which we should be sharing after the session will be shared once the session is over. I think over email, right?
Yeah, we'll do that. On the registered email ID, we'll share the details.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir.
Also, the certificates of your participation will be sent on the registered email ID. But what we'll do now, I understand that a lot of schools have registered on behalf of the teachers. So what we'll also do is we have a WhatsApp group. It's a community of all the educators in and around India. So what we'll do is we'll add you all to the group, and we'll take your email IDs there so we can directly email it to you. So we'll wait for 5 more minutes. I think a lot of people are joining in now. Uh, in the meantime, if you all have any questions, anything that you all would want to know, we would love to discuss. So we'll wait for 5 minutes until everyone joins. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining in. My name is Dhruv. We'll wait for 5 more minutes. I see a lot of people joining in now. Yeah, so until then, if you all have any questions, if you all want to ask us something, please feel free. So when we start the session, though, just for once, we'll ask everyone to switch on the cameras so that it's just for safety reasons. We should know, who all are there, and if there is someone totally unknown or something. For that purpose, we'll just ask you all to switch on the camera once when we start the session. So if you all want to grab a comb or something, please go ahead. So great, Shalini ma'am, thank you. You've already switched on the camera. So hi, this is me. Nice to see you all across the border. I don't see all of you all, but I only see Shalini ma'am. Is there anyone who has started the camera? Oh yes, Jasbeen ma'am. Hi. Hi Nishan.
Hello, everyone.
Hi. So in the next 2 minutes, we'll just start and we'll introduce everyone. Hi Miss Meenu, good to see you. Hello Vatika ma'am. Hello Anshuman sir. Hi, good to see you. So hi is also digital. Hi Vidya ma'am. Hi everyone. Great. I think it's time we start. Hi Seema ma'am. Good to see you. Thank you for joining in. Hello Miss Nisha. Good to see you. Great. So first of all, because I see a lot of schools outside India joining in. So are there schools in India who joined for the session? If you all have them, just say a yes or something in the chat box. So then we know what's the ratio. Just a quick yes in the chat box. And since we're starting the session just for once, if you all can start your camera and then switch off, no problem. So that we know, it's all safe here. Mr. Yudson, hi. Is it possible that you switch on camera? Great. Okay, wonderful. So anyone who's not comfortable switching on the camera now, you can switch it off. Thank you for the cooperation. So hi, my name is Dhruv. The one in the white t-shirt with the beard is Nishant. He is my colleague. So we'll get started with the session now? Great. So first thing that we wanted to know, in fact, is there anyone who has joined for the second time, third time for this session? So we've been doing this session every month. So last month we did a session on how to teach programming with games. So did anyone attend that? Yes, no? Jaldi jaldi. Uh, no. Okay. Anyone attended before? Anyone has seen us before? No? Okay. No worries. Good to meet you all for the first time. Okay. Shalini ma'am has. Great. No worries. So I'm glad this is the first time we are meeting. I'm sure they all would. So the thing is that we do these sessions every month. So it's been around 7-8 months. In between, we had paused for a couple of months. But now we've been doing this. So the whole objective, I'll tell you all why are we doing this and what do we do every month. But let me quickly introduce myself and Nishant to you all. So I'm Dhruv. This is me on the left. And I manage marketing for Hackberry. And Nishant is the head of academics and curriculum. He's been teaching programming since 10 years, and he's trained. He's also worked on curriculum for so many states in India. So I think he's a wonderful person I think the best person who can do this session for us. And thank you for taking your time, Nishant. Highly appreciated.
Thank you.
So agenda for today is we do a quick introduction, what we do and what Hackberry is. The most important part is why are we doing these sessions? So during the lockdown and after the lockdown, as a team, we were sitting, we were discussing. So we generally do a lot of teacher trainings. We train teachers for curriculum, for machine learning, for coding in schools. And we realized that a lot of teachers were totally stagnant in terms of learning, and they did not know what was going on outside. Not everyone, but some of the teachers. And they were quite settled in what we were doing. And we realized that, it's unfair that, teachers might not have that exposure that probably someone in the corporate would have. So we took this initiative that we'll ensure that everything that's going around in the tech world, we'll understand that, and we'll start doing sessions so that we build a community of technical educators who's completely on top of the game, who knows everything, who's updated with every single technology in education and elsewhere as well. And that is why we pick up topics and we share this every month. So the objective is continuous knowledge upgradation of trainers, teachers, and school educators. So that is why we're doing this workshop. In fact, we have a small WhatsApp community. Right now, we are not so active, but we hope to start sharing a lot of content very soon. So after this session, what I'll do is I'll share one link with you all. So you can join the workshop. You can join the WhatsApp group. And hopefully in the few months, upcoming months, we'll start sharing some content for reading, just for viewing and things like that. And we all don't have to register every time for the workshop if you are a part of that WhatsApp. Yeah, so we directly share the links and we tell you all what's going to be the next. Does anyone know about Hackberry? Has anyone heard about Hackberry? Yes, no. Quickly tell me. Yes, no. Has anyone heard? No. Okay. No one knows about Hackberry. Oh, very nice. Okay. Okay. No, so okay. So what I'll do is since we are doing this, taking so much efforts, it's worth talking a couple of minutes about Hackberry, what we do and where are we based. So we are a Mumbai-based organization, and we are very small. It's a small 10-15 member team. We work with schools. That is what we do, and we do future skills training in schools. So we train teachers. We have a beautiful curriculum. We have an LMS that we train teachers for in schools, and we support them throughout the year. We do teacher training for coding, for machine learning, artificial intelligence, entrepreneurship, financial literacy, because we think that these are the future skills that are very important for students. And we would like to help the school with curriculum and teacher training. So that is what we do. It's been founded by Ashni and Amisha. two super powerful women, and it's a 5-year-old company, and we'll be doing recently well. So we would love to be in Middle East as well. We've never been there, so it would be wonderful if you all invite us to do some sessions or training there. Okay, having said that, I'll move on. So the topic for today is machine learning. So the entire thought was, what was a computer class like 20 years ago? If you all can tell me, what did you all experience? So for me, it was my favorite uh, class because that was the only classroom which had an air condition in my school. That is why we loved going to the computer class, and we loved doing a little of notepad. We played pinball. But what is it that you all learned in your computer class? If you all can share. So you all can maybe type, you all can unmute. It's a small community that we have. So please feel free. You started with paint. Okay. What else? Computer is a dumb machine, is it? Okay. Not dumb anymore. Okay. What else? Drawing using the mouse. Okay. You all can also unmute, huh? Please unmute. It's a good team. We can all interact. There was DOS, yes. Okay, okay. Used to play games. I used to play pinball, solitaire, and there was, I think, a spider game. Sorry?
The Prince game.
Prince.
Start.
Oh, used to play that. Okay. Beautiful. I think this is exactly what we used to do. So, this was what the computer looked like. There was Microsoft Office. It was just introduced, when I was in school around 15 years back. Then we had a basic notepad, pinball, paint. One beautiful thing was that when I was in the 9th and 10th grade, the school had introduced Microsoft Word and Microsoft Excel then, and very basics of that. We didn't really find that very important, but we just went through the course because it had credits. But the most beautiful thing is that today, when I'm working in corporate, that is exactly what I'm using. I'm just using PPT, Microsoft Word, and Microsoft Excel, and that is my entire toolbox that I have. And it's beautiful how school 15, 18 years back had the vision that these are the tools that we should introduce because it will be important in the future. And I thank my school for that. Now, in this community, we must discuss, what is it that what would it be like in the next few years? What do you all see? So, for example, we see that machine learning will be like the top thing, artificial intelligence, coding. What do you all think? Design thinking. Okay. Okay. What else? In the next 5 to 7 years, what do you all see as the future? Everything would be taught through VR and AR, correct? What else? Data science. Okay. Any other answers? AI. I think that's the buzz thing right now. Augmentation. With Tushara just mentioned that, she thought that it was a dumb box, but now she's saying that it will have all the capabilities of humans. Okay. Blockchain. Okay. So I'll not waste a lot of time here because this is not the topic for today, but to build the context, we feel that, having an understanding of how softwares work would be the foundation skill that would be required for all children. Understanding how machine works, understanding how softwares are built, understanding how artificial intelligence is built would be the requirement. Anyone unmuted? Anyone wants to share something? Okay. So the topic is very exciting today, and I think Nishant has done a beautiful job. So he walked me through the entire content for machine learning, and I realized that it is a lot to learn from. So if you all have some notepad or something, please keep it handy. because a lot will be shared and you all might miss out on important topics if not noted. So is everyone here from a technical background? Everyone understands how to code? Anyone from a non-technical background like me? I am not a technical person. I don't understand coding. Nishan does. Uh, so if anyone from non-technical, then you know that, we'll train you differently. Okay. Miss Nisha is not from a technical background. Anyone else? You all can just say a no if you are not from a technical background or you don't do coding. Okay, Manisha, Miss Manisha. So Mr. Ruwan is a designer. Oh, wonderful. What designer, Mr. Ruwan, if I may ask? Okay, so we have
I
five,
have a
six.
background in architecture, but I teach design technology. I have a
Ah.
background in architecture, but I teach product design and design technology.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, I think around 5, 7 people not from a technical background. So we'll do it accordingly. Um, I'll hand it over to Nishant now. Nishant, over to you. Please shed some light on the topic. No, you are on
Hello.
mute.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. And good to be among all of you here. And I'll pick up from where Dhruv left off. So I'll share my screen first, and then we can start understanding. Okay, great. So the topic is machine learning with students or teaching machine learning to students. So the idea would be that how do we introduce machine learning to students? So for the sake of this workshop, I would treat all of the participants as students who are learning in school or who are exploring machine learning for the first time. And this would give all of us an understanding, even though if you have heard things all around the internet, and I know that it's a buzzword going around since many years now, so it's nothing new which people might have not heard. But obviously, to get an understanding from the very core concept is a must for people who are teaching, who are into the background of training students or interacting with students. So going into what machine learning is, I just to set the perspective that I'll be doing it from the teacher's perspective, and you guys will be the audience as the students. So just to understand in simple terms, what is machine learning is basically teaching the machine how to do a task. Okay, and then after teaching, we can expect the machine to perform as per the given instructions. Now, this sounds very similar to a basic level of coding which people used to do even without machine learning. But the beauty about machine learning is that you don't have to worry about the code or the learning to evolve like later on. So the machine learns and evolves as the time progresses. Okay, so an initial code which never used machine learning, which never used artificial intelligence, it was still able to make decisions, it was still able to do things, it was still able to do tasks and take decisions on its own because of the program which was written on it or the training which was given to it. But what makes artificial intelligence more prominent, or what makes machine learning more prominent, is that inside that code it is given another task to evolve itself based on the previous experiences. So this is somewhat similar to what we have in our daily lives as genetics in our lives. Okay, so how biology works, inheritance and genetics works in our daily life is that we as humans have kept evolving through all these years, right? So uh, even there is some idea that we keep learning new things, and the kids in the future generation always have a knack of understanding those things. Okay, so what I also have seen and observed is that uh, the kids who are born in this generation, say around 2020 or after 2020 years, so what I've seen generally is that we have to not orient them towards a mobile phone screen, or no one has to tell them that there is something to look for. If they look at a mobile screen, something kicks in their DNA I don't know, but I have seen small kids immediately turning their heads around towards that. So maybe I think that parents, or we as parents and we as generations, have been looking at mobile phones through all these years, and maybe there is some gene which is working towards it. So maybe the kids which I see now, or the infants also, they know that there's something interesting going on in that screen, and it will be something to look for. That's how evolution takes place, and that is how learning takes place. But this is biological learning, which is obviously very, very, very slow, and it takes billions of years to take place and come in action. Machine learning, on the contrary, works 10 times, 100 times, or I think billion times more faster than the natural evolution process. So we can code the machine to evolve itself, to learn from the data which we provide, and then give better outputs, better results every time it gets new data, and it starts learning from itself. So that's a whole gist of how a machine learning would work. I'll take one step ahead from this, if this is okay. And now, since there is only some part of the description I think kids will understand, so whatever description I gave, only some part a student would understand. Since we are adults, everyone understood, and these are the words people will understand. But for a kid to understand, so we can do an experiment, because learning always takes place from practical knowledge more and faster. So let's do an experiment. This experiment is called Quick Draw. I will share the screen as well. So what Quick Draw does is ask me, it's a doodle based game, so it will ask me to doodle something on the screen, and it will give me a time based challenge as well. So it will ask me to draw a pizza in 20 seconds, or a basketball, or something like that. And it will try to guess what I am trying to draw. Okay, I'll try one or two examples. And okay, so this is a pond. So I'll try to draw a pond.
I see mustache. Oh, I know. It's pond.
Okay. So we can draw a drum under 20 seconds.
I see potato. Or pond. Or hockey puck. Or swimming pool. I see table. Oh, I know. It's drum.
Okay, I think I'll stop here, because I don't want to give it more difficult examples. So just to understand, okay, what Quick Draw does, and why did we do this experiment? So how does Quick Draw works is that it has this data set of 50 million drawings. Okay, now the beauty about this experiment is that it's not some drawing which it is referring to, or it is not just an image which is it referring to. It has not only, let's say I consider the example of an apple, right? So if I click on apple, it will show me the number of apples it has been using as a data set. So now you are visualizing apple, and it will show you the how many data sets it has. And as I scroll downwards, you can see the scroll bar here on the right hand side. It's so small, so there are a lot of examples here, like lot of drawings. And as you see, as and when I come to a new drawing, what happens is it shows me the tracing of how that apple was made. An apple can be as an apple could look, and as a people would draw an apple, it can be like this as well, a broken apple, or I don't know what is this apple. Any kind of apple which people think it is an apple. And the best part about is each apple drawing is recorded, like drawn in Russian Federation on March 21st and things like that. And every drawing has a recording date as well. And it's not only recording the image, it is also recording the path in which the image was drawn. That's the vector path. If I speak more technically, it is tracing all the vectors and all the pixels of how the apple was made. That is why when I was trying to draw the shape, let's say when I was trying to draw the drum, it was trying to guess from the first scratch itself that what I was trying to draw. So when I made the first circle of the drum, it was trying to guess whether it's a potato or a pond, but it was not. Then I extended some more lines, and then it was able to figure out, okay, now it looks like a vector mapping of a drum, and that's how a drum was made. So as it got more data, its confidence score of getting to the correct answer increased as well. So what is the part to understand here is that machine learning will also have a confidence score associated to it. Okay, so when I draw only the first stroke, its confidence score was way off the charts. It was never able to guess what I was trying to draw exactly. But then the more strokes I made, the more lines I made, the more drawing I tried to complete, it then was able to guess it correctly because the drum was exactly made in that shape. So you draw the lines and then you draw the curves. So the more data it gets, the more confidence score it gets. So that is probably how we can start understanding that there's one such experiment uh, that will help us understand how machine learning would work. And uh, this link will obviously be shared with you all. It's an experiment from Google, so people can understand that it's a very good experiment, free to access for everyone, and you can definitely use it for teaching machine learning to your students in your schools, anywhere. Any student who is not associated with programming as well can understand this logic, that okay, how to draw a binocular. So everyone will try to draw two circles first and draw two lines in the end, or pick up any shape and just give an idea, and then you understand, okay, how this is how machine is learning from the drawings which are already made. I think this was one such example. I take a pause of 1 or 2 minutes, give people time to understand and think about it before I move on to the next experiment and the next part. Is that fine?
Yeah. So interesting. I think very interesting initiative by Google. But did it make sense to all of you all? And just a quick
Yeah,
basic background of what is the concept of machine learning? I'm sure everyone would know about it, but did this experiment make sense? Yes, no.
great. Yeah, you can react with an emoji or
Yeah.
text or a lot of software available. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Ms. Rajisha has a question. Please feel free. Please feel free. Unmute, ask questions.
No, sir, I'm just typed
Yes,
this, so
You're
yes.
my
doing this.
mistake.
Okay. Understood.
Yes, I just okay.
Thank you, Nisha, David. I think everyone is giving a thumbs
Okay,
up.
I think it makes sense. Yeah, we can
Yeah.
move ahead.
So I'm trying to keep it non-technical as much as possible. So if I go overboard, uh, so I can through is here, and people can also interrupt. Okay, now this is going overboard, so let me know. But yeah, okay. So we'll move on to the next part. The next part is an infinite drum machine. This is also one of the experiment from Google, and this is also an experiment to understand how machine learning works. I will share the screen, and let me know, since it's a sound based thing, were you able to hear the sound in the earlier one as well? So this through also you just check that whether you're able to
Yes,
hear
I
the sound.
couldn't hear earlier. Let's see.
Okay, okay. So this is the drum machine. Okay. So first I'll introduce what is happening here, and then we can try to test it out. So you can see there are these different colors and dots here, right? And each dot, so there are a lot of dots here, millions and millions of dots here, and each dot is a sound. Okay. Now it's not a sound which you can play through an instrument. It's a sound from a daily life activity or daily life object. Okay, so you can see a paper tear here, you can see a zipper bag sound here. Okay, and you can see a book hardcover here, and it's a sound made from that. I can play. Okay. And each dot I navigate is a sound, so food crunch and things like that. If I take it here, so so each of them is a sound. Now that now that you understand what all these dots are, so we are trying to map 4 dots. Okay, let's bring them to a different color first. And okay. And these are the beats which you can see at the bottom. Okay. Now what I will do is play a sound, and all of these beats will play together like a rhythm. Okay, and this is the sound. These are the sounds which I have selected, and it obviously play the sounds together. Okay. Now I'll make some changes in the beats and like play a sound more frequently or so. So the red one has only 2 dots in here. I'll play one in the beginning and one more at the end, in the middle as well. So let's see how it changes. Now I'll go and add some beats while the music is playing as well, so we can understand the difference really. I'll edit the last line, so please note your changes. You notice the yellow one is changing only once. Okay, so did you all capture the changes? Like the bottle sound was not there at the first, so there was no continuity when the loop reversed. And if I remove this now, if you see, there will be no looping change. But if I put one here after the loop end, it will start loop. Okay, so this is just an understanding. And if you can zoom in and see, so each color would represent a similar sound as well. So that is also one of the features of machine learning. So all this sound would sound similar. And there are filters for the sound as well. So you can pick up a sound based on the color and start doing your activity. So when kids do this, they understand that, oh, there is a lot of data which is given to this machine, and based on that, it is to pick up the sounds, and it can also make a rhythm out of it. So that's one drum machine, which I think a lot of people might be seeing it for the first time. If you guys want to try, can we take few minutes? And if you want to try, should we?
Okay. Does anyone want to try? I think this is interesting. I like this experiment.
And if someone really wants to, if someone is on a computer, they can like open this up and share their screen as well. For
Okay,
everyone.
Nishan, can you share the link?
So I'll
or
share the
URL?
link. Yeah, I'll share the URL on the chat. I'll share it on the chat for now.
Yeah. So maybe we'll take a couple of minutes. Y'all, okay, that's the link. Y'all can create some rhythm, and let's see who's like a music composer here in
Yeah.
this group.
So I'll stop
can-
sharing for now.
Yeah.
And maybe any one of you who's sitting right now in front of a computer can help us out with your idea and
With
just pick up
creativity.
any dot and just play.
Yeah.
And there's nothing to worry about it.
Yeah.
Does anyone want to volunteer or
Yeah.
try?
Is anyone giving it a try? Okay, I'm giving it a try. So I hope everyone also is. Let's see what music I create.
Okay. Dhruv has a great experience with music as well.
Okay, I think someone's presenting. So y'all can first. So Mr. So sorry, Mr. Ruan, you are presenting.
Yes, I think Ruwan is present.
Give me 1 second. I lost it on my mobile,
Oh.
but it's really nice. I'm trying it. Just
Okay.
give me 1 second, please.
Yeah, I think this is very easy. Let's try it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's easy. Very nice.
Okay.
I tried it.
Dhruv, you can unpin.
I don't know why it's working. I was just working with it now.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. It was really nice. So it's so cool.
So is anyone else not able to see? Am I the only one?
Can I stop sharing? Am I still sharing? No, right?
I'm not able to see. If anyone else is able to
Good.
see, please.
Good.
Dhruv, so can you remove the pin from Ruman? I don't know. Okay. Now I think it's properly visible.
Yeah. Okay.
Great.
Nice.
Nice.
Who else? Just Nishan, can you share the link again? I think
Yes,
Miss
sure.
Swatika was disconnected. Okay, quickly, we'll just spend a couple of minutes here. Does anyone else want to try?
So these links will obviously be shared again for all these experiments after the lesson, session ends. And it's just a part of the session. We have a lot more to share with you as well. Yeah, so it's working. For those who are trying to share, you can share a tab. You can share a tab and there will be a check to share audio as well. But it's okay. I think fine.
Okay.
Others can try.
Great. So you know what? Quickly, I'll play one very annoying music for you. Okay, Mr. Javed, you're doing it. Are you playing something, Mr. Javed? Yes, no?
Yeah, sure. Just
Okay,
give me 1 minute.
sure. Okay, great. No, can't hear you, no?
So Javed sir, you can share a tab. So while sharing, no, you can pick the option for share a tab, and it will give you
Okay.
an option to share sound as well at the bottom. So you can
Okay,
select that first, and that will make us hear the sound as well.
Okay, fine. Just give me 1 minute.
So while presenting, you can check the option for share a tab. In the end, you will get an option to share audio as well.
So I think the interesting part here is that they've feed it so much data that every single micro point has a different sound, and that's why this whole learning is possible.
Now,
Sir, I shared my screen. Can you see my screen?
yes.
Arey wah.
Now it's working.
Very nice.
Very nice. Awesome.
Now this was like some Arabic beats.
Great. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm living in the Oman Nadir for.
Understood. Got that.
Oh, wow.
Great.
So I would just want to share one point about this drum machine, or the drawing engine as well. Okay, is everyone back to us from that
Yes.
awesome
Back.
experiment? Okay, great. So just to help everyone understand a bit more technical term is that so a bit more technical term or technical way to understand is that each sound which you hear right now, okay, or each point, so machine is never taught about the sound, okay. So the computer program which is making this happen is never taught about the sound. The machine doesn't know that this is this sound and this is X sound and this is Y sound, this is a bottle or this is a door or something. Machine does not know that. So machine is given just a decimal number associated to each sound, and then it tries to work with those numbers and club the similar numbers together, and once it's arranges all the numbers together and it will present the numbers to us, the sounds will automatically be adjusted that way with the similar sounds together. So if it doesn't make sense to you as of now, it's okay, but it's a hard thing to visualize as well, because each sound can be considered as a number, and the computer arranges those number in a special manner with an algorithm to make sure that all the similar type of numbers are clubbed together and then data is presented to us. So that is how the core of the machine learning works. We can go one step ahead as well now. So this is the drum machine which we saw. Now, one more classic game, snake and the food game. I think everyone would know what is the snake and food game, right? So we used to have those mobile phones, and there we used to see a snake trying to eat a food particle, and then it grows bigger in size every time, right? So I will share my screen to this game first. Okay, so this is the game which we have created using JavaScript, and we can teach it to students as well. So let me first show you the output, and then we can talk everything later. Okay, so black color is the snake and red color is the food. Okay, and every time I'll eat the food, the snake grows longer. Now I am controlling the snake with the keyboard. Okay? Just for everyone to understand. And see, I just do one or two more tries. Okay. Simple, right? Now uh, we are doing this with the help of two libraries of JavaScript. So if anyone who is from coding background and wants to understand how this was done, or you want to teach it to someone else as well, so you can use p5.js, which is a JavaScript library that will help you to draw and sketch things. So here we had a sketch of the canvas, which was the background, and then we had a sketch of the snake, which was a pixel block, and then we had a sketch of the food, which was appearing. So this is the logic of the sketch here, and this is the logic how the snake was created, and how the snake moves, how the logic of the snake works. Right now, teaching all this is obviously out of scope for today's for this session, but this code will obviously be shared with you to understand how this works. But right now, why am I showing this to you is uh, you know to help you understand that okay, we do have such classic games like this, but what next? So we understood what is p5.js, but there is one more library called ml5.js, which is machine learning library called ml5.js, that will help us club things from machine learning into your regular code or into a regular game like this, and let's try to control the snake through different ways, right? So can anyone suggest an idea to me that what are the different ways? Now we understand what machine learning is on one side. Now we have one simple game as well, where something has to be controlled, right? Traditionally the snake was controlled from keys, right? Now can someone suggest me a different way to control the snake? Mouse? Yes. Anything else? Or let's try to align our answers which can use machine learning to control the snake. So I am pointing towards answers. Audio signals, location of the food. Okay, great. Using the mouse, giving different coordinates. Okay, NLP. Okay, touch screen. Okay, so different keys. Okay. Mhm. Okay, so I'll go ahead. So how about controlling your snake with help of images or audio? Okay, so let's say for an example, if I do a particular hand sign like this for the snake to go up, so it will go up. Or if I do hand sign like this for snake to go down, it will go down. Or to right like this, or to left like this. Or I can just speak for the snake to move, right? So if I say up, the snake will go up. If I say right, the snake will go right. And if I go say left, so I'll give the directions myself, and it will then move. So machine learning has these three basic classifications which it can use to classify between things. So it has image classification, it has video classification, and it has sound classification as well. So today I will help you to understand how sound classification works, which is one of the best example to understand how machine learning works, and in real time, because the sounds which will come out of our mouth, or any kind of sound can be trained to be classified by the machine, and let's understand that. So we'll use this software called Google Teachable Machine. If you are using it for the first time, or if you are seeing it for the first time, then it's a machine. It's a software which Google uses to teach to train a machine. Okay. Now how does all this work? Is I'll show you once a second. Okay. So teachable machine is a software which will help everyone, teachers, students, artists, to train machine according to a model. Now, what is a model basically? So as I said right now, no, I have created this model early on for us to understand. And there are these 4 commands which I've given to it and trained my voice on this. Okay. And it has voices like down, left, right, and up. And it will capture the sound from my microphone and it will try to analyze what I'm trying to say. Okay. So right now, if you see, one basic class is background noise. So every other noise is classified as background noise. And if I say down, 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 if you see, the percentage of down rises high, right? That was the confidence score of the machine telling that, okay, I'm 99% sure that whatever you're saying is down, 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 like that. I'll try something else. Left, 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 right, 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 up, up, go up, up, up. So for up, I have just made it go up so that I can use it for the game, because up is a very small sound and it does not classify properly. But up, 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 go up, go up, go up, up, up. Huh. So if you can notice, so did people notice this, and are people able to understand this? Is what I'm trying to ask. I'll take a momentary pause here, and are people able to understand this, or what is going on? Okay, great, nice, awesome. I try some more outputs if you like. Down, down, right, great. So if you see, it's continuously capturing from my microphone and showing us out. Now, how about we put this model? So this is a model which we have created from my voice inputs and train the machine to, classify the sound accordingly. And the classes which I have created are down, left, right, and up. What I'll do is put this code into the snake game. Okay. So there are some lines of code which are doing this. Okay. So this is the model which I'm using. This line is showing about the model which I'm currently trying to use. This is the ML5 machine learning 5.js model, which is continuously listening to what I'm trying to say. Okay. So the sound classifier is a function, or it's a tool which will continuously listen and classify sound for us from whatever I'm trying to say. Okay. And it will try to match my sound with whatever I have trained it for. And if any one of it matches, it will try to move the snake. And I have trained the snake as well. So if I'm pressing from the keyboard, then follow the keyboard. But if not keyboard, okay, if not keyboard, then if you listen to up, if you get a label up, then go up and then go right and things like that. So these are the coordinates for up, right, left, and down. And these are the labels. Labels are corresponding to what I have made in the teachable machine. Okay. So for up, right, left, and down, and things like that. And this is the code, how it would control everything. So let's try and see if it really works or not.
Nishan, do you think we can maybe just take a couple of questions if there are?
Yeah.
if
Before
they
I
are
start,
available.
if there are any questions, or if you want to understand anything else before we go ahead, we can do that here.
So everyone, please feel free. Even if it is the most basic question, that's okay. We'd love to answer. So basically, Nishan, what I've understood is you've given a lot of samples to the machine, right, with your voice
Yes.
to build a confidence score. So that anything sounding similar, it will take it as a command. And here you've added a classifier.
Yes.
Okay.
So that classifier will classify the inputs which I give. So inputs will be probably the voice commands which I give, and it will try to match with the database I've created.
Okay. Any questions, anyone? No questions?
No questions. Okay. So
Okay, fine.
we can go one step ahead and then we let people understand. So I'll play this game now and then let's see how it works. So right now, I think I'll just change the code. So if keyboard control I'll do to false, and then it will start listening to my audio. So right now going out right, down, left, up, 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 right, down, left, up, 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 right, up, right, up, left. So I hope people understood what I'm trying to do. And this is the audio which is continuously listening right now. See, so here I'm also logging every audio which is continuously listening right now. It will also show what it is trying to listen here. Okay, so up, 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 left, 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 down, 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 right, right, up, left, down, right. Okay, so this is just an example of how machine learning can be taught to kids. So kids can definitely learn how to make this game, and then they can learn machine learning, how to control the snake with machine learning. This was just an example. If you guys like, Dhruv, how much time do we have? If you want, we can also show them how machine learning works. Like, do we have more time, or
Yeah, we have 15 minutes. We have 20 minutes actually.
10 minutes to show?
One question here.
Yes.
I
Yes.
want to know what language being used here in the code of it. JavaScript all, or is it something else also in there?
Yeah. So this is JavaScript completely. Okay, so everything you see here is JS only. So all logic is happening from JS. All the drawings which you see is also happening from JS. There is a library of JavaScript called p5.js, which will help you to draw things. Okay, and if you want to understand how p5.js works, you can simply go to p5.js documentation, and it's very simple to learn if you are from a technical background. If you are completely
You
not
shared
from a sorry.
part, I think you shared that before and I missed it. About ML5 and P5,
Yeah,
right?
so these are two libraries which we are using, and it's completely JavaScript only. There's nothing else.
Thank you.
So if people are here for 5 more minutes or something, I can show how teachable machine was used to create the audio model which I was using.
Yeah, take your time, Nishant, because we have 15-20 minutes more. Go ahead.
Okay. So this is teachable machine, which will help you to create models of your own. Okay, you can have your own images, sounds, poses as well, right? You see this
So,
person.
just a second. So I believe Nishant has already shared multiple platforms with us. So for your benefit, it would be wonderful if you all make notes of it, because we share the drum machine thing, the teachable machine. He's spoken about P5 and ML as well.
Yeah. And the best part about this teachable machine is whatever models you create from here can be integrated with all these platforms given below. And these are all the platforms which will help you to create programs related to machine learning. Also, Arduino is one of the program, which will help you to include your models into robotics as well. So I'll just get started and see how this works. Okay, so we can create one project from audio we already saw. So I think I'll do one from image as well. So here you can gather samples, and you can create your own classes as well. Correct? So I'll do one class with say hi. And I'll start my webcam. Record some samples. I'll do hi.
So it's
If you see,
images.
so these many images it's captured as a data set, and you can have a good set of images like 10, 20, 30, 40 images like that. You can do one face palm. So another class would be a face palm and like this. Now let's see if it's able to classify and train the model. So when you press train, it will capture all these images and train the model to learn something from it. We will have to just wait for a moment for it to train. It will leave and wait. The training does happen really fast given the data set we have given. So here is the output, which is already trained now. So if I do like this, show high, like this. Right? It's showing face palm now. So high now, high now. Face. Great. Now what happens is you press on export model. So once your model is ready, you can export it, and these are the places you can store it. Okay, so you can put it inside a JavaScript program. The whole program is also given here. You can put it under any p5.js program as well. You can create TensorFlow JavaScript. When you upload your model, it will create a link which you can share it with others as well. So if you just want to share this link with others, you just have to upload the model. Wait for it to upload the model. Let it upload. It will take a few more minutes. Then you will get a shareable link here, which you can share it with people, and anyone can do it. So if I share this link with you, and if you also do the same action, it will recognize you. So this is not capturing me, it is capturing my data points of the faces and hand signs and data points here everywhere. That's why it is able to recognize. So anyone from us, if they use the same model, they will also be able to do it. So even the JavaScript program as well. So now see, if you see, the model is updated and we get this link here, which is shareable to people. So this is how it works. And we can create something from sound or things like that as well. So yeah, we will share the link of everything. I think, was this I'll have to run the workshop on how can you use this model for us like this. Yes, definitely. So there are a lot of applications which can be created based on these models, and not only these are the applications. Like this is just 10% or not even 10% of what can be done with machine learning. There's a lot of other applications which can be created. Now, from the perspective of why are we here today is how can we teach this to students, right? So this is one of the like a software which I shared, or the problem which I shared, which is Snake Game. How Snake Game can use machine learning to control things, right? And how can you use sound to control the snake is one example. You can have n number of such programs created. I'll give you an example. Let's say a mask detector that detects mask on your face, which is in our quiz also. But so things like that, and n number of examples. So you can have a drum machine of yourself as well. You can create your own drum machine.
But more than us, Nishan, because you just have one mind, and here we have around 40 minds. So, and these are all teachers, only experienced teachers. So, can you all tell us, how is it that you all would try and implement this? Or if you've already been doing this, share it with the community. How have you been doing it? Or if you all have any ideas. So, we all learn from each other today. Do you all have any ideas? How would you all implement this in the classroom? Any vague idea is okay. Anyone?
Good evening, I am Nisha. I have a small question for you. As a teacher, I am teaching Python for my students. So can you tell me using which library I can incorporate this machine learning to my students?
Yes. So teachable machine code can also be imported directly to Python libraries. Okay. And there are libraries of Python which we can share as well. So which we'll use. So ML5 is also having a Python version as well, like that. So that will allow you to share, things from teachable machine, create a model, use it inside your Python code. And
Yeah, it will be
the same
very
way-
helpful if you can help me with this because
yes,
because my students are used to that language. If I can introduce this to them, it will be really useful to them, and they will really love to work
they'll
with
really
this.
enjoy it, to
Yeah.
learn. Yes.
So
Sure, sure.
Nisha, Miss Nisha, ma'am, are you the part of the WhatsApp community that we have, or you're not a part of?
No, right now I'm not a part of the
Okay,
community.
okay, no
The
problem.
person.
So what we'll do, I'll add you to the group, so then you can ask the question, and Nishan can immediately answer it on the group, and
Yeah.
everyone would get the answer then, not only.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so give us some ideas, team. Uh, so this is a workshop for all of us. So you all tell us how would you all do it?
Yes, yes. So, Kamakshi Tiwari, right? So she rightly said, for younger students, we do have Scratch. And I would just want to point out one thing. Scratch has features to train people on augmented reality as well. And we have been teaching this to students as well. But there is one more feature of Scratch, which is not there in the actual platform. But you can, add an extension to do it as well from other parties. And that will train Scratch on machine learning as well. So that is also possible. So there we have been teaching kids to understand how machine learning works and how image is classified or how sound is classified, like that. Great. So do we want to take this and proof now?
Yeah, sure. So fair enough. So now we can maybe do a small quiz.
So we have a small quiz for everyone, and it's basic question from whatever we have discussed today, and people can help us think over it, or question. So this is what I prompted earlier, and it's an answer open up for everyone. So a machine at the gate of your school detects whether a person entering is wearing a mask or not. Is it using machine learning? We can answer yes, no. You can give us an explanation as well if you have one. Yes.
Yes, it is using
Yes. So by
computer
the time
vision.
people are thinking, I can give you an example. So on teachable machine, I did high and I did face palm. I can create similar two classes, one without mask and one with mask, like this. Create two classes, train my machine without mask and with mask, like that. Create two classes, train my model to give output accordingly. Yes. So it will classify images. So it is one example of machine learning. To dive more technical into it, you can also say that it is using image classification part of machine learning to detect things. Yeah, correct. I will go to the next question now. This one. So Google Maps, they help you find the nearest restaurant, right? Just one case. Which of the following technologies do you think it is implementing to do this? You can like reply in the chat with the option number. There can be multiple options as well. Like, so which of these technology do you think it is using? Machine learning and prediction, data collection and analysis, Dijkstra's algorithm to find the shortest path to your nearby restaurant, right? So we are not only looking for restaurants, we are looking for a nearby restaurant as well. So Dijkstra was the first person to figure out an algorithm to find the nearest path from point A to point B anywhere on the internet. So that algorithm is a basic for all of them. Okay. So a lot of people said all of them. A lot of people said two. Just to reveal the answer, previous answer was quite clear for all of us. It was using machine learning. This answer, it is using all of them. So it is using machine learning to predict what restaurants are nearby. based on reviews and check-ins from people. It will predict, okay, based on your location and GPS data. So GPS data and machine learning will work together, to coordinate data like that. Data collection and analysis will help us to what kind of restaurant you are looking for. So you can also filter out that as well in Google Maps. Dijkstra's algorithm will help you to find the nearest restaurant. Like that. So it's using all of them. Those who said all of them also okay. Others can learn. Great. Now the last one, and the most interesting one, I think. Netflix always gives me something which I can watch and then definitely I will enjoy it, right? So whenever it recommends something, I've always experienced that it will show me something which I can look at 96% match or 98% match, 95% match. And another part is that it will always stream in the best quality available, and I have never seen it buffer. So if you go to a YouTube video with a low quality internet, it will buffer. Netflix, either it will not start or it will not buffer. It will play continuously. Why does that happen? Can anyone point to it? Or, obviously it's a machine learning session, so it is using machine learning to do that. So does anyone have any idea of how does it do that? Yes, definitely. It's a machine learning technology. Okay. Okay. So now that everyone understand it is machine learning, I will try to explain it considering that any one of us does not know what is machine learning. Okay. In one simple line, I'll try to explain it. Considering none of us know what is machine learning, what is data science or nothing. Okay. So if you look at a YouTube video, traditional YouTube video or any video streaming service, it will show you the video. And do you see that progress bar on the video? So first it is red, and there is also a gray bar which is running faster. It is loading the video for you, right? So it is buffering the video first, and then it is trying to show the actual video. So in that case, what happens is if there is some very interesting part, yes, so loading first and then showing, yes, correct. So if there is a very interesting part in the video and if it has not loaded it yet, the video will stop there and the person watching it will realize that, oh, it is still buffering. So people will lose interest in it. People will stop watching it or take their attention away because of that loading circle coming up, right? And that is the technology what all traditional video streaming service used to do. Netflix came up with an algorithm, or Netflix has their own signature algorithm of streaming differently. What it does is divides your movie into thousands of pieces. Okay, thousands and thousands of pieces, hundreds and thousands of pieces, and then it picks up pieces which are really important for people to see, or which are very interesting, or which are capturing the attention, very good at capturing the attention. So obviously, if a scene is showing only scenery or a view from mountains and rivers, which is not interesting, but there is a very important fight going on right now, and the people would be interested in watching what will happen in the next very second, and you don't want the video to get buffered there, right? And if it's a scenery which is being shown, like the starting of a movie, a huge mountain is being shown, and then if loading happens, that people won't mind, right? So Netflix will capture those moments and it will categorize them with help of machine learning, that which are important for people to see, which will capture more attention, and those it will load first, which are more important, and those which are less important to stream, it will load next in the priority, like that. However, all this happens very fast for people to even realize that when it is showing a scenery screen, it is actually buffering rather than showing that screen. So even if a frame stops there, people never realize, because it's a huge scenery and a huge capture which is going on. If it's a close combat fight or close capture scene, if it stops there, it will not work. So that's one of the algorithm, and that's daily life machine learning in your life. Like daily life, this is happening and we don't realize it. So it's a beautiful algorithm to understand as well. But I hope I was able to clarify the idea. That it divides and it shows, okay, this is a fight people will be really interested in. Let me capture that and load it first, so that there is never buffering for that fight or that scene. So this is the idea, and there's not more to it. This is just giving a gist for anyone who is not from any background. Anyone can understand this. So I think this was it from my end. Dhruv, you want to take?
Wonderful. No, I think this was a beautiful session. I learned so much because I've been working with you, and even today I got to learn so many new things. I hope everyone was able to learn something today. Did it add value to you? Yes, no? Great. I'm sure it did because there were so many things, platforms that at least I was not aware on. So one thing, so we are building this community and we would love to, always have you all in the workshop and build on the workshops, also do certifications and everything. What I'm going to do is for the next, so how we came up with this topic is in the last workshop, we asked everyone what is it that you all would like to learn, and then we build content on it. So similarly, what I'll do is on the WhatsApp group, I'll share 3 to 4 topics, and you all tell us what is it that you all would want in the next session in the month of May. Does that make sense? Yeah. So I'll personally share the link with you all to join the WhatsApp group. So then once you all have joined today, then I'll ask the question so that we know what is the majority and we'll build content on it. Okay. So last few minutes, I wanted to also discuss with you all if you all think in any way Hackberry can add value to your school, then please let us know. We would really love to know because we are just like 15-17 schools strong right now, and we would love to partner with more schools, work with teachers, and share our curriculum, share our training material with everyone. So do you all think is that anyone would want to partner or something? Then I can share a small form and you'll let us know that this is what we would need. Then we can see if we can help you all with that. Yeah. So after this session, what I'm going to do is I'll share a small feedback form with you all, where you all tell us, that hey, we need help with building one AI curriculum or something with related to grade 5 to 8 coding or whatever, or teacher training, or an LMS or anything like that. So currently we are not into robotics, man. We are into coding because the foundation of robotics, AI, machine learning is coding. So we really want to focus on that. But yes, we are building on AI, machine learning, also into entrepreneurship, financial literacy, all of those topics too. So, we would love to, in fact, we would love to do some workshops for your students as well. So if that is something that you all would want to schedule or something, then let us know. We would love to maybe do an online or maybe a physical session also if it is possible. If it is outside India, then you all will have to sponsor the travel and stay. Then we would love to come and do the workshop with the students on board. But yeah, we would love to do all of those things. So 2 things, I'll share one feedback form with you all. So please promise me that you all will fill it up. So then, we can reach out to you again. Second, I'll share a WhatsApp link with you all. So you'll join that. Make sense? Do you all have any suggestions right now? What is it that you all would want to explore next time? Nishant, any suggestions? Team, any suggestions? Think about it.
Sir, can I ask?
Yes,
one
Javed.
small- Sir, actually, one request I have.
Okay.
You can conduct the workshop. It is very interesting. To be very honest, I attended many workshops, but today's workshop is very interesting. One request is don't conduct during Friday because we people have a weekend time, and we are living with the family and family want to go outside. So I will miss your workshop. It's my humble request. If you will
No,
conduct
this
on
is a valid
Friday,
request, sir.
okay.
We were not aware. So no worries, sir. I think a majority of our, audience is from the Middle East. So I think we should take care of that. So maybe we'll move it to a Thursday because anyways we are doing once a month. So I think that day would be okay. So we can do it on Thursday. Does the Thursday work with all of you? Then we do a Thursday.
Thursday or any weekdays also we can try. We'll just
Yeah.
no problem. We'll put it to weekdays. So
Okay. So finally, these are the last 2-3 minutes that we have. So for 1 minute, we'll switch on our cameras. We'll take, Nishan can take a screenshot. So, and with the certificate, I'll share the picture also with you all. So you know, you all can, we can keep a track and record of that. Nishant, you will take a screenshot once everyone is on.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Regarding Nishant sir, I'm extremely sorry because today my webcam is not working properly.
No, sir, I think your photo is already there, so no problem.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So whoever can, they can try.
Yeah, just for 5 seconds quickly right now.
Is this all?
Is that it?
Okay. Thank you so much for.
Has anyone gone for grooming or something? Then we can wait. No, okay. Nishant, we can take it.
Okay, should I just hold on a second? Just hold on a second.
Yeah.
Anyone else want to turn on their cameras?
Please do, please do. Yeah, we could.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, wonderful. So I think a lot of y'all are asking about the curriculum and everything. Sanjana ma'am, okay. So I think you all have my WhatsApp. I've connected with you all on WhatsApp. I hope I have to share the link and everything. So we can anyways get connected. But let's connect on the group as well. So y'all can ask me whatever, you know, requests y'all have, and we can immediately do that. Okay, last thing from Miss Vidya is, but the timing will be an issue for school timings vary. Okay, so in the feedback form, what I'll do is I'll also share, you know, a couple of options of the time, and you all select what time works for you all. Whatever is the majority, we'll do it that way. Make sense? Great. So do join the group because I will need your spelling to put on the certificate. So your spelling is very important. So on the group, I'll be taking your name and then printing it on the certificate and sharing the e-certificates with you all within a week. Okay. Wonderful. I think it was a beautiful audience today. Thank you all. You all were
Thank
very
you so much.
engaging.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a very good weekend. Thank you very much. Yes,
So
I've
we have-
created a group, Mr. Lokesh, and I'll share the link with you all in the next half an hour or something. Great. So, great. And Nishant, you were saying something? Okay. Okay. So please go ahead if you all want to leave the meeting now. You all can. If you all want to discuss where we have to leave our name. Yeah. So I'm going to connect with everyone with of you all on WhatsApp. You all share the exact name with me. If it is someone else whose WhatsApp number is registered, then I'll ask that person to connect with you all, or you just ask that person to, you know, connect with us so that we have the right name printed. Okay, I'll just share my WhatsApp number. Just quickly take note of it. It's +91. Okay, there you go. I'll try and share the link also. No? I can share the link. Okay, just wait for a second. I'll get the link here on.
Also email it to everyone as well, right?
I'm going to email, but I think here everyone has not registered from their own email ID. School has registered.
So let us share here as well as email both.
Yeah. Okay. Copy link. And there you go. I'm pasting the link here. Or you can just quickly join right away. Once you are in the group, you all can leave the meeting. No problem. See if you all are able to join the link. I hope it's working. Nishan, can you check if it is working?
Yes, yes, it's working. Some people have joined already.
But they have, okay.
Great.
Great. Thank you very much. We'll anyway stay connected. If you all have any questions, you all have my email ID, WhatsApp number. Yeah, you all reach out. No problem. Take care. Bye, everyone. We can end the meeting. You all can go ahead and leave the meeting, everyone. Then we can end the call.